Hello everybody, welcome back. We are Anime Date Night. Madison.
And Corbin.
We're back with Netflix's Avatar the Last Airbender, episode 2, called Warriors. I think this is where we meet Suki, I hope so. Episode 1 was a ride.
Honestly, yeah. We got to see a little bit more in chronological order, the events that we saw in flashback in the cartoon. So we started with the passing of the first Avatar and the launching of the attack on the Air Nation and all the different reasons that go into that. We got to be introduced to Katara and Sokka as well.
Grand. She did the whole Avatar cartoon intro.
Yes, that was nice. So some good callbacks, breathtaking set pieces. Like they really took full advantage of the CGI. It really seems like they took the time to respect the source material and then just expand on it with live action. So
that Fire Lord chamber was crazy. We were talking about it before the recording, and we had to stop ourselves because I loved it. Sozin was terrifying. He was a cold mother. The Earth Kingdom got baited. The world got switched up on. The immolation was both because they're firebenders, but also the cartoon didn't do that.
No, and it's funny.
It was for kids.
This is rated TVPG or whatever, so it's not like TV-14 or anything. But it seems like they found a line between gore and kind of simplifying the.
Yeah, but let's also keep in mind, and this is an unrelated tangent I won't get into, but the second Wizard of Oz movie was also quote unquote PG.
It was rated G, bro. It was rated
further emphasizing my point. Listen, every couple of years, a crazy one slips through the rating system. We're going to say that's what happened here. I'm very excited to continue. We wanted to binge, haven't had time. Really excited to sit back down with this. And reminder, kind of fucked up by not saying this earlier, this is a spoiler zone for all things Avatar.
Oh, absolutely. That's Avatar the Last Airbender, the original cartoon. That's Legend of Korra. That's the comics and the extended material, even though I haven't read it all. But listen, if y'all want to throw down in the comments about it, that's totally fair game. There's some fascinating stuff going on with Avatar Yangchen and the ability to do sound bending. I'm like, what?
But if you have not seen Legend of Korra or the original Avatar the Last Airbender animation from Nickelodeon, proceed with caution.
Yeah.
Proceed with so much caution.
Go do that and then come back here, because I'm going to tell you right now, that's worth your time.
Save us in your watch later playlist. Go watch the show. Come back and watch us.
Here, listen, first, before you go, hang tight for me, okay? Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you are ready once you've watched those two amazing shows and you're ready to come back here and do this with us, okay? So that's my word on that. Also, if you haven't liked and subscribed, could you maybe please?
We appreciate your patience. You've been working through a few back-end things over the last couple of weeks. Plus personal life got in the way. So, Thank you for your patience. We apologize for the fluctuation in our normal channel product quality, audio stuff. But we're back on straight and narrow.
Listen, Journey of 1,000 Miles begins with a single step, one day at a time. And that's what we're doing each and every day. With that being said, you're just ready to jump right into this?
I'm excited.
We'll see Avatar Kyoshi in live action.
I'm convinced that Aang was about to drown to death, and Kyoshi said, "Not on my watch." All right, on to the show. Emotional support APA. A Netflix series. So
far, so good. Can't even be mad about it.
Okay.
Standard angsty Zuko. Yep. We gotta start somewhere to go somewhere. Avatar escape.
You probably just misplaced it.
He ran!
Yeah, no shit.
The ultimate warrior! He's a coward!
I don't know about that. But it's clear that this Avatar is not what you nor anyone else would have expected.
Iroh's killing it for me so far. I'm just being very honest.
I don't feel that undertone of humor and joviality.
But that tone isn't appropriate to this interpretation of Avatar.
But I feel like that's kind of Iroh.
I get the sense of calm from Iroh, in the sense of influence towards calm. Influence
Towards measurement.
Measurement and productivity.
According to this, Avatar Kyoshi was the fiercest of warriors and the master of what they call the Avatar state. Maybe something in her shrine will help me control my power before...
You kill someone?
Or it happens again.
Sokka asking the real questions here.
It's time to go home. Our duty is to protect the village like Dad told us to.
If the world is gonna have any chance, it's gonna need Aang. Before I met him, I couldn't bend enough water to fill a thimble. And now look what I can do.
That's real.
She's never been able to meet another bender. She's adorable, by the way.
Yep. I love the sincerity. I love the logic and the emotion behind it. I'm totally bought in, bro.
Katara is more of an emotional argument kind of person anyway.
You know, it's an emotional and a logical argument. It's both of those, and they're strong.
Something's wrong with your bag.
It's about to be a Momo moment. It's about to be a Momo moment.
Yes!
What's this?
Is that the waterbending scroll? Are they gonna just happen across the waterbending scroll?
I think so.
This scroll has been passed down among the waterbenders of our tribe for generations. It contains everything you need to know.
Okay, so this was one of the things I thought about, right? When people were talking like, well, how do you, trim down a perfect show? And I'm like, it's a really good show. And there are
ways to simplify
There
the
are
story.
areas of opportunities for consolidation. And the waterbending school episode was one of those things I thought about, right? Because the waterbending school was really important for her development of training. She and Aang used that school for months. But the pirates and the parrot hawk and all of that is fun in the kids show. I think it would be kind of random given the last episode was about military strategy and a genocide. So, I was curious.
I'm not mad about it. I think that this show is definitely intended for children, but it's intended for older children. Whereas Avatar,
Define older children, because we saw a guy get emulated.
from 8.
Emulated?
Immolated. Not
I struggle with this word.
not-
Immolated.
There's immolated, which is set on fire, and emulated. Which is
Emulated didn't sound right.
Emulated would be wrong.
Emulate.
There's emulate and immolate. And it's a subtle difference. It's where you put the meh.
Okay.
It's where you put the meh.
There are a lot of words I can handle. This one I struggle with. I take it as a sign of humility.
Listen,
Let's
drop
go.
it in the comments if you're team immolation, not team emulation.
Shut the fuck up! Don't comment that!
I am strongly team immolation.
Shut the fuck up. It's not for kids. Anywho.
It's for children 8 and above, whereas Avatar,
You have an 8-year-old watch immolation?
8-year-olds gotta learn about the world, okay? You can't protect 8-year-olds from self-immolation forever. They have Google, okay?
Okay, why are you just sounding like an Eminem song now? In the trailer reaction, we also talked about the elephant koi being something they might cut out, but
As long as they keep Secret Tunnel, I will be thoroughly disappointed if Netflix, you have some balls making this entire thing. Don't fuck up Secret Tunnel. Do it and do it right. And I will judge you and grade you on how you handle Secret Tunnel.
what if they don't have it?
I will judge them very harshly. And I will need a significant amount of artistic vision to make up a lack of Secret Tunnel.
Okay, I'm gonna put Appa down because shit's serious right now. If the boulder is not in season 2, I will not be conflicted. I will be pissed. We need the boulder. Okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
You're right. Listen, we have Kyoshi to judge and grade as we will, as harshly as we will.
I wonder if we're gonna have Avatar Day. That's another one they might consolidate.
You have no idea how hard it's been to keep this from
Because I know you would have been showing off. Makes
It was
perfect sense.
just too dangerous for you to have.
But now it's too dangerous for you not to
But
have.
now that you've gone out into the world,
Damn, Grand.
you should
Well,
be
Grand's assuming that she's not coming back.
You are a waterbender.
Fucking pride.
Grand knows.
Fine, we'll go to Kyoshi Island and see how it goes.
He's about to get humbled!
There's something I have to do first.
That humble
Maybe
pie.
Barry Gyatso?
Yeah.
Maybe Barry Gyatso. Yeah.
That's another element. Like, in 100 years, there's no one been there to put them to rest, you know?
Goodbye, Gyatso. I'm sorry.
I kind of see this as, from the perspective of, like, from, like, a narrative perspective, Aang's first greatest failure.
Mm-hmm.
Something that will drive him because he never wants to experience that feeling again. Like, it'll be such a motivator that he internalizes his own sense of, like, having let down his people.
Just so beautiful. It's
I just
breathtaking.
love all of, like, this. The plants have clearly, like, overgrown, but the elements, are, like, the buildings are still there.
I love a show and a movie and a story that gets better on a bigger screen. And it
Yeah.
doesn't need it, but like it would just get better with more, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
And so far the story is strong enough that I would want to watch it.
This port houses the headquarters of the Regional Fire Nation Commander.
You want to ask a Fire Nation commander if they've seen the Avatar?
One thing you must learn is how to get what you want without divulging your true intentions.
Well, the philosophy he described is very in line with Iroh, but he wouldn't say it that way because that sounds manipulative. He would make it like, connect with the people around you and they will guide you.
You know, true.
Where you
This
need.
Iroh is a little bit more direct.
He is a bit more direct.
Sokka, should you just go in there?
Probably not, but here we are.
Ooh.
Sokka, stop! You're making
Is that
mistakes.
Suki?
He's the
I think
Avatar.
that's Suki.
Ridiculous. Would have been signs if he was the Avatar.
It's like Harry Potter when he gets his wand.
I think that might be a sign.
Kyoshi said, I got this one. He's straight.
For 100 years, Kyoshi Island has remained safe from the ravages of war by keeping to ourselves.
We're not here to cause any trouble. I know you're scared. I don't know what life has been like here. To be honest, I don't know what life has been like anywhere. I've been away. But where I'm from, people help each other.
Damn, you so fucking lovable.
I don't know if this is a fucked up compliment, but even like his ears fit the character of Aang.
Bro, this kid is killing the shit out of this character, and I love it. How could you possibly say no?
And letting him look through some books.
I hope we get the boiling rock.
I'm reminded that Kyoshi herself often benefited from the kindness of strangers. And as the Avatar, she believed in helping those who could not help themselves.
I'm just thinking
That's
of like
true.
Avatar Kyoshi as Blanche Descartes. I've often depended on the kindness of strangers.
It's a big responsibility, all these people's lives in your hands. Personally, I take that responsibility very seriously. I'm the guardian of my village too. So.
Hey, you know one guardian to another.
Yep.
So, how are you protecting your people if you're here?
Damn, asking hard questions, huh?
I mean, I am. I may not physically be there, but still.
I'm on a holy mission.
The way they are trying so hard to control their faces.
The world first.
Boom! There it is!
Katara, how does it go again?
Yep.
Protecting Aang, so I'm protecting the village? Or...
Bro, I love this Sokka. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a lot nicer than Sho Sokka was. Like, he hasn't insulted her yet.
Where's your commander? I need recent surveillance reports.
Right now.
Excuse me?
Not now, but right now.
Zuko, what an honor to welcome actual royalty to our humble base. What can I do for the crown prince? Get many VIP visitors around here, much less the famed dragon.
We are
of the West.
1000% gonna see why they call him that.
As my nephew was saying,
We are
in search
I
of
am now
balance.
confirmed. We are gonna see that. They would not drop that
It's a
shit right there.
demonstration, really.
Bro, I cannot wait. I know
I
it's
don't-
gonna be season 2, but, yo.
Listen, I don't know if that's like the number one line, like my favorite line in all of Avatar, because please, you were never even a player, is really high up
That's a
there.
strong, but
It's Ooh, but it's a top 5 Avatar moment for me.
We are definitely
and I
gonna
really
see that.
want to see it.
They're not going to fuck this up. I'm feeling much more confident about the end product here.
If we've been seeing folks immolated, I'm going to struggle with this one. I'm determined to overcome the hurdle of this word. If we've seen people immolated, then I feel like fire breath is not a crazy ask.
I want to see this Iroh emulate the immolation of the cartoon Avatar. Oh, dropping them bars, son! Ooh! Okay, anyway, I'm excited to see why they call him the Dragon of the West, because I already know and I'm so excited. Anywho.
Yeah. Oh, wait. We're close to the Agni Kai, aren't we? The Agni Kai will be like episode 3, won't it?
To be honest, I don't remember much of like Avatar book 1 and...
So we definitely see the Agni Kai in book 1, because it's when we were like introduced even indirectly to Azula, because she's like in the crowd, yes.
We're hoping to track schools of jumping shark squids.
If you wouldn't mind giving me until the morning, I'm sure we can track down what you need.
Very kind. Commander
Zhao. Commander Zhao. At your service.
I feel like that was a bad lie.
Yeah.
Because Zuko was all kinds of on one.
Yep. Yeah, Zhao's no dummy.
He's an asshole, but not a dummy.
Yep.
Someone needs to put a bell on you.
There's food in the village hall.
Yeah, they just cut right through that whole piratey shit.
Get to the sincere part. Get to the story part that matters.
Go off, sis.
Hey, look at that.
Not bad.
You're natural. You're a real waterbender, Katara.
As opposed to the fake
You should
kind.
be practicing too. The Avatar needs to master all 4 elements.
Right?
That is a fact.
Oh, what's this maybe later?
It's 100 years, my guy. You don't really have laters.
Gyatso used to be the one who trained me.
Yeah.
Well, Gyatso wouldn't be able to teach you firebending either.
Water or earth. Either way, you're going to have to learn with someone else. Oh, that looks
That
phenomenal.
is spread.
Are you really an airbender?
Yes. Oh, he's going to do it by showing him.
I can lift a spoon into your hand.
He has a way with people.
That's his real power. Connection. Building
Waiting for it. Waiting for it.
That's how he's gonna be the Avatar.
Wait for it.
Yeah!
The Avatar.
Yes, sir.
He thinks he's found the Avatar, according to his crew. If Zuko's looking to us for information, it means he thinks he's still in the area.
Yep. No dummy Zhao. I'm ready for Sokka to get his ass beat. Oh. Bro, you gotta not just...
That was some Children of the Corn type shit.
Bro, for real. Yep,
I can run you through the basics if you want.
Not gonna lie, the wide eye thing is a little creepy. Fatality.
Maybe you can take it, learn a thing or two.
That was pretty good. I showed him water tribe warriors are no more for our hand-to-hand fighting.
Then let's go, bitch. You got a big mouth. Let's see if you can back it.
This is how we flirt when we don't have social skills. Choke him out. Choke him out. Choke him out.
I yield. I yield.
Oops. Did I not do a flirt right? No, we might not have done a flirt right.
So I have a ridiculous question. Will Suki's water still be makeup proof in the live action?
How'd she go from this to that?
Time and training.
Back home, the other kids used to say I was lucky because I never really had to train. But I did have to train. Not to develop my powers, but to keep them under control.
Whoa.
I'm sorry!
So Aang has been like training to nerf himself from the word go.
So I listened to a podcast called Binge Mode, and they talked before about, in a different context, but the real danger of a child who has incredible power with no real restraint, because they haven't developed a sense of morality yet, right? Of like self-control. And it kind of reminds me, it makes me swing the other way, right? Where Gyatso said to Aang, you are the best person I know who could have gotten this power. The implication being because he's not a power-hungry person and because he doesn't like to hurt people. So I think it's really interesting that we have this kid who understands from what we know to be one instance that he can really hurt people. And that scares him. And a different kid might be fascinated or amused or excited, but Aang's not that guy. And the fact that he has that gentleness, I think, really offsets the age of his mastery really nicely. Does that make sense? Just my thoughts.
Aang, you're not alone. According to this, all the previous avatars are incarnations of your past lives. The other avatars are inside you.
So instead of finding like the avatar cave with all of the avatars, they have like her books or her journals. Is Zhao gone?
Zhao's boom. He heard something about a flying cow near Kyoshi Island, so he set sail at dawn.
A flying cow. Go off, sis. You want to train?
Stop! Bow! Dismissed.
Come get your ass beaten the best way. Show you how we do a flirt here on Kyoshi Island.
I can show you how to kick ass with a fan. She's reversing that little touchy thing that guys like to do. Here, let me correct your hips real. Let me shift you just a little bit. Breaking that physical touch barrier. What did I say?
This is how we do a flirt on Kyoshi Island.
Oh, is he gonna connect with Roku for the first time?
Okay.
All you have to do is ask, Youngblood. All you have to do is ask.
It's about time.
Kyoshi's first? He's meeting Kyoshi first?
You need to turn your opponent's power against them.
Pause real quick. So I am suddenly reminded of the tent scene in season 3. Sokka has the rose in his mouth, and it is super fucking clear that he and Suki were finna do the business. So this is so much sexual tension for the first episode, and I'm just like, oh, they are laying that groundwork. Is she taking the makeup off?
I think so.
Okay, what makeup wipes is she using?
Granny. Yep. Nope. Outside events.
You're here too.
We have to
I cannot. That was adorable and also hilarious.
You need to be a guardian, a general, a mediator, a guide.
She is really like 10 feet tall.
That's why I need to master all the bending.
Like real tall. She's like 7 feet tall.
The Avatar state gives you the strength of 1,000 benders.
I've seen it.
So where there is one avatar, there may be another.
You won't mind if we take a look
Those
ourselves.
masks are good.
I expected as much.
They're gonna start burning shit down, aren't they?
Not yet. It's not at the burning thing. It's not at the burning phase. It's at the rudefully,
Breaking their shit phase.
Yeah. Rustling and...
Take them and find the avatar!
No, we're at the burning shit phase.
You.
We're at the burning shit phase.
Run away from your responsibilities again, and even more will be hurt.
She's pulling no punches.
Mighty, merciless.
Warrior. I'm like afraid and impressed.
Whapping them, bruh.
Watch yourself. Watch yourself, bitch. Yeah!
Look at Sokka! The fireball with the fan! Look at that man. Go, yo!
I'm getting through one way or another. What happens to you is your choice.
Avoid your duties any longer, and not only will you fail to save the world, you won't even be able to save this island.
Like the wind gust. She would have watched her mom killed.
You wanted to know about the power of the Avatar.
Watch.
I will show you what that power can do.
Come on, Kyoshi! I just bit my own lip. Ow!
She's taking over. I'ma come. Let me just borrow your body right quick.
This is so much like Avatar Day. Oh. She just firebended his ass. Go off, bitch. Kyoshi said, not on my goddamn watch.
This is my island. These are my people, and you are all about to die.
You are not welcome here.
Not gonna lie, that is hard as fuck.
That is fucking hard.
Bro, I'm loving this 10 out of 10. This is how an avatar rolls, yo. Fire, water, and air.
Is this the little octopus guy?
Look at this shit, bro. This is what all four elements can do.
And the fact that they all see Kyoshi. That part.
Sounds like Yoshi's gonna let you run back to that ship this time. We'll have a different story, I'm sure, when we get to the North Pole.
Kyoshi's got priorities. Save the island, tell Aang about his ass, give him the first lesson.
All right,
She's done all three of those things. She's good.
We haven't gotten to the ship destroying part, but we'll get there.
There's nothing here that we've lost that can't be replaced.
Oh, I love the bow of respect. So, Michael was saying that the show hits its stride, like episode 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which one. But he was like, once you watch it, you're gonna need to talk and watch it again. God, she's adorable.
Oh, look at
that was an open mouth kiss too. Homie opened both lips. Oh my gosh.
Here, take this weapon to remember me by.
Keep a fan. Practice.
From one fan to another.
That was good. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. He opened like his whole mouth and like a fish. Like a, It's fine.
Listen, neither of them really like know how to kiss, so.
You know what? That is super duper fair. Yes.
That was probably first for both.
Probably true.
We need to get to the Northern Water Tribe because something terrible is going to happen there.
Cool beans. We're moving right
Something I
along.
can stop.
Different reasoning though, different motivation. Not to gain a master, but stop some bullshit. Well, I think this is also going to speak to like, pause real quick. I think it's also going to speak to the kind of foretelling that Yue's father talks about of what her life will ultimately cost. And the terrible thing that's going to happen there is the attack on the moon spirit, right? And it's interesting that like Kyoshi seems to have kind of hinted that shit's finna pop off in the Northern Water Tribe, as opposed to like finding a master being the reason. I'm curious if they're gonna skip Yangchen entirely. Because I think Yangchen was before they decided to find a waterbending master. I could be mistaken on that though. So, This is an interesting like tweak on the motivation.
I had no idea the Avatar would be there. If Your
Liar.
Highness had been more forthcoming earlier, we might have avoided this misunderstanding. I hope we can put this behind us.
Of course, Commander.
The great flame of the world.
He's writing to
I am but a humble
Ozai.
servant in the southern seas.
Yes, he is.
I know this information may arrive as a shock, and you might be tempted to dismiss it as rumor or delusion. That is why I can report an astounding development. One that could change the future of the Fire Nation.
God, his hands.
They look moisturized. They look like they have experienced balm.
God, those cheekbones! Oh!
Okay.
Wow!
I'm so glad they kept that outro.
Me too. Alright, back. Wow! That was a good episode.
Yeah.
I'm definitely seeing, like, their creative changes. So far, they're okay. I hope they don't do anything crazy, like suddenly change the pronunciation of Aang's name.
They established off top that they were going to respect the source material. They were going to respect it and kind of expand upon it in ways that make sense for an older children's show that's live action and making use of CGI.
you and I have very different opinions on like the age appropriateness of this show.
Listen, it's rated TV PG. So it's rated the same that Avatar the cartoon was.
I feel like I would not want to watch like a 10-year-old to watch someone being immolated.
You know, but
just a thought.
10-year-olds gonna have to learn about the world.
Shut the fuck up.
Some way or another.
So I have to learn about painful execution.
They can learn. Listen, Aang is gonna learn some things about the world. Your 8-year-old is gonna learn some things about the world.
Sorry, I saw Daniel. Sorry.
I know you saw Daniel Day Kim, and you were like, wow.
I got distracted. I'm sorry.
It's those cheekbones and those abs. I'm sorry, I can't compete.
Listen, he's the whole package, and he's been the whole package since 1998. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But wow.
Yeah. No, I'm super impressed with this so far. This is really doing so much better than M. Night Shyamalan's version.
I mean, the bar was in hell.
The bar was in hell. But
the bar was in hell.
It also raised the bar for what this was going to be.
Well, and it gave us Asami's voice actress, which gotta give props to that one glimpse of hope that came from that movie.
Asami's voice actress?
Was Yue.
Oh, no shit.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, really enjoying the show. If you want to watch it uncut, full length, you can go over on our Patreon. We are a few episodes ahead over there. Pretty proud of ourselves. We struggled a little bit in the early days of like making sure that everything was like timed right and stuff, and we're getting the hang of it. I'm very proud. You haven't heard, we dropped Solo Leveling. Wasn't connecting with you guys, so we said, fuck it, we'll watch it on our own time. And I think that's it.
I think that'll do it.
All right, bye.
Catch you on the next one.